It's the Good Slate Late Show in the morning with your host, Graham Jones.
Hi, I'm Graham Jones, and welcome back to the Good Slate Late Show in the morning. Today, we are talking about The Bondsman again on Amazon Prime, produced by Blumhouse. Today, we have James Hutchison. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
It's staying in.
This is great. This is great. Everybody gets it wrong. It's okay.
Today, we have James Hutchison, a.k.a. Hutch, a.k.a. dad, husband, director, producer, and the only reason that I have acting credits. Welcome in, sir.
Yeah.
So, for starters, in The Bondsman, what were some of the challenges that you faced in The Bondsman as far as like some of the heavy-hitting stunts, and what were some of the funny moments actually that happened as well?
Okay. Funny moments. There's a lot when you work with Thomas Watson,
Right.
as I'm sure you know. It's
Yep.
the Aussie slangs.
Yeah, terrible Aussie accent.
My God, it's not even just the accent.
Yeah.
The stuff that comes out of his mouth, I have to question on a constant daily basis of what does that mean?
I think it's his face. I just think there's something
yes.
on his face that I just want to like destroy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not 100% sure what it is, but when I look at the man, I want to die.
You know what's great about the show that we're working on now, The Good Daughter? He
Yeah.
has a mask on the whole time.
Awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
Take two.
A lot of it involved Thomas Watson, as you know.
Okay. Yeah.
He was a pleasure to work with. And starting off, we had a pretty gnarly gag with Thomas getting flung across a room, slamming into a wall, down, chipping off a table. And in a location that was not conducive to that kind of gag at all.
Nope.
But we had a great rigging team led by Rob Julian, and he pulled out all the tricks, man. He made it as safe as possible.
Yeah, Rob's a good guy.
He is very, very talented rigger. But with Hank Amos, leading the charge, and all of us following suit, we managed to pull off a pretty impressive gag with Thomas, and he did not get hurt at all.
Yeah, I think one of my favorites, episode 1, when Dan gets choked and dead man's right onto the ground. That was probably one of the top ones for me, and that's the opening scene. So.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing about that is that man has one speed.
Yeah.
And there is no slowing him down. He is a bull. And despite telling him multiple times, hey, you can scrub some speed off. No. Yeah, he was never scrubbing off any speed. That man went hard every time.
He did not care.
Not at all.
I know you've directed before.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the challenges on this as far as the stunt direction? Also, I wanted to say congrats on making it into the DGA.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's part of it is it's a little bit of that imposter syndrome, when the opportunity finally comes and you're like, do I deserve this?
Yeah.
Like, am I any good?
Yeah. The answer is yes.
And but it was one of those things where I got thrown right into the deep end when it came to directing this. Hank was given an opportunity to go do Peacemaker, and they had to get me in there pretty quickly to start handling some of the directing duties. And getting thrown in there and like being really, your feet put to the fire, it was like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everything I've done before.
I mean, it's one of those things where like until you've done it,
right, and
actually had an entire crew that you're responsible for, you question like, well, as the coordinator, I know what they should be doing. Yeah. But once you're finally walking a mile in those director's shoes, and then you realize, oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
So you and your wife, Natasha, both work in the industry, obviously. How do you guys maintain the work-life balance? As far as like having a toddler, I know that's crazy. And is that possible? Because you guys are always on the go.
Well, it's really tough. And especially in this industry with the hours that we work, we had to get an au pair. Yeah. Which was tough because our families just, they don't seem to understand. Like, oh, just get a babysitter, go to daycare. It's like daycare doesn't exist at midnight.
Yeah, you can't do that at 1 a.m.
Exactly. So thankfully we have an amazing au pair that is awesome with our daughter, and it helps us to be able to maintain the hours that we work. But it's tough, man. He's like, my daughter is everything to me. And there's, especially now with Natasha taking lead on The Good Daughter, I'm getting some time at home with Henley, like for the first time, like in a long chunk. It's been a while since I've had this, and man, it's
nice to kind of take the back seat for a minute and just enjoy life.
It is. It's nice to be able to just trust it. Like, my wife's got it. She's a good leader, and she's keeping everybody safe, and I get to be able to spend some time with my daughter.
That's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah, no, I always said that's the reason that I don't have a family, is because I work in this business.
Sadly,
that's the only reason I don't have a family. So what were some of the funny moments on the Bondsman, actually? I know you got a few. And what were some things that were challenging from just a stunt standpoint, I guess?
Okay, so funny. No, I'm going to end with funny. I'm going to end with funny. Challenging. We had a scene, because they're both the funny and the challenging were in the same scene. We had a scene with Kevin Bacon handcuffed to a bench in a little, like, detainment cell in his character's home. And in this scene, we had his character was getting his fingers smashed with a hammer. Now, it was a foam hammer. But Kevin plays guitar. And Kevin is very, very, precious with his digits.
He loves his fingers.
And our other actor in the scene, just, we kept telling him, like, you don't have to, like, smash him. It's a hammer. You smash him. He's going to turn his fingers into paste. But he was just going ham on his hands, and got to the point where Kevin was like, I'm done.
I can't do this.
No, this is not.
We need a hand double.
And we ended up having to, like, multiple times shoot inserts of hands getting smashed. One of them, this is the funny part, with Thomas Watson. So in the scene, Kevin was stripped down to his underwear. And we were prepared for the possibility that Thomas
had to be
stripped down to his underwear.
Oh, yeah, Tom.
So, to his credit, Thomas is a hairy man.
Yeah.
Kevin is not. So Thomas had to shave all his hair down, and he's walking around set in a robe all day, ready to just jump in and get right to it. Never used him once.
Shaved full body for
I
no
think
reason.
we maybe got an insert of his hand getting smashed, but that was it. So poor kid shaved all his hair off for nothing.
Oh, man. A little baby Tom.
But hey, I'll tell you what, he committed. That kid is, I kid you not, one of the hardest working, most professional performers in this industry.
Yeah, Tom is good people, man.
Yes, he is.
He's great people.
Hey, what did you enjoy about it?
I actually liked the whole storyline. But I really love the guy we're about to interview too, Mike K.
Mike was great, dude.
Love his comedic delivery.
Yeah,
like, because it's kind of a serious show,
dude. That poor bastard.
So
so you saw it, like he gets thrown into the trunk of the car.
Oh yeah.
We didn't realize how hot it was getting in the trunk of that car.
Yeah.
And he's so committed to doing it. Like, Kevin throws him in there, and then he takes the tape off, puts on his neck. Multiple takes. And then eventually we, like, pull him out. He's drenched in sweat. I'm like, oh my God, Mike, are you okay? He's like, yeah, man, I didn't want to have to, like, get out. Just get you out of there.
Mike's in here suffocating.
Nobody's
yelling cut.
No, Mike was great. He was down to do all the gags.
Yeah.
The show had, it was fun from the standpoint of, like, all the demons.
Yeah.
Almost all the demons were stunt performers.
Right.
And that was great. Getting to see Dave McCumber play the role he played. Bobby, of course, killed it as the sheriff demon, but it was just a lot. Going from,
who was the cheerleader?
Aaliyah Hansinger.
Okay.
She's I don't believe she has necessarily a stunt background. She's scuba, but she's also a trained actress.
Yeah.
But man, she killed it.
That was why I was asking, really. I was like, she definitely, like, her acting was on point.
Oh, solid. And that was actually one of the days where, like, I got thrown into the deep end to direct was...
Literally.
Oh, no, it was actually the scene where she gets possessed by the demon in the shower.
Okay.
They were like, hey, you're directing today. I was like,
oh, okay.
Fun. Here we go. The director was on the other unit, and Hank, he wanted to show to the producers that I could handle it.
Yeah.
He had all the faith in the world in me, and I love that man for that.
Yeah.
But the producers were still like, well, I don't know. And Hank was like, watch,
like, no,
just watch.
He's got this.
Yeah.
No idea. It turned out phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a fun show. It was a great team. It's a rare experience. You know, we had one together on Average Joe where like that was a great crew, great team.
Oh yeah.
Got to get you back on one of these shows.
I feel like every time I've worked with you guys, it's always been a great team, and it's not always the same people.
Yeah.
But there's never any like animosity there in the group. It's like everybody's working with each other. Like it's nice.
We don't have time for that, man.
Yeah. No, I love that. Thank God.
Yeah. It should be about, teamwork and just getting the job done, but having fun doing it.
I wish the rest of the industry stood behind that.
Yeah, me too.
Lastly, before you leave, I wanted to kind of roll out the red carpet for you. What are some up-and-coming projects that you're working on or anything coming up that we need to know about?
Currently working on The Good Daughter with my wife, Natasha, co-coordinating that. She's taken lead, but I'm here in any way I can help her.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'm working on a project with Bobby Cerise here at Good Slate.
Awesome.
And it looks like that will probably get off the ground here real soon. So we'll have more to share in the very near future.
Look forward to hearing it. And once again, this has been the Good Slate Late Show in the Morning. I am Graham Jones. This is James Hutchison. Thank you for tuning in today, and we will see you guys later.
This episode is brought to you by Cardo, communication in motion. Visit cardosystems.com.